Is it a real deal or is it a bust? Find out right here on Mohawk Dave.
Wave your hands in the motherfucking air.
Alright guys, so you know that I'm a huge Milwaukee fan, and certain things I think are awesome by Milwaukee, others are a little bit overhyped. Sometimes I feel like they're trying a little too hard. So I was keeping my eye on this guy for a while, and so it happens to be I actually found it at Home Depot just as it showed up under a special buy. You get the battery with it, the 2.0 12 volt lithium battery. So this is 2475-20p, and so this compact inflator should do up to 120 psi supposedly. That's what it's listed for. Lightweight, small. Supposedly it's got some sort of inflation technology or whatnot. So let's check out what it looks like with the unboxing portion of it. Alright, obviously you get the manual and whatnot. The battery's in here. Alright, so you get a nice 2.0 battery, and this came in at $79, obviously plus tax, so just over 80 bucks. Alright, here it is. Anything else in the box? No, we don't need it. Alright. So, let's see what this thing looks like. It's actually pretty lightweight. Nice sturdy finish. Ooh, rubber feet. I like that. Yep. Pretty decent, pretty stable. Buttons have a nice feel to it, nice big screen. Alright, so what do we got? We got the hose, and then we got different fill nozzles. So this one's just, I guess, like a blowout style, almost like on an air compressor thing. You get a ball fill, and then what is this? Oh, this looks like it's for a Presta valve. That's kind of cool. So that's actually kind of cool that they included the thing for the Presta valve. It's kind of nice because I have Presta valves on both of these. So I guess the way I'm gonna test it is I'm gonna try filling my 37-inch tire on my truck after it's been deflated, and see how this thing handles it up to 55 psi. So that's where I run my tires on the street. All right, battery's all charged up, and I'm ready to deflate my tire and see what this thing will do. I'm gonna be using an off-road tire deflator. So I should have about 15 psi, give or take, in here. That's what I generally use for sand. And 14.5. All right, so let's hook this guy up. There you go, 14.5. So how do I adjust? Do I just go up? Alright, let's go back to 55 psi. Not the quietest thing in the world. Alright, so the reason I stopped it is because I want to see how long it's going to take to get from 15 psi to 55 psi. And basically, I'm going to hit start once I start going with this. Alright, 55. Alright, so I'm about 8 minutes in, and I'm at 32 psi, and I'm also airing down this side, because as soon as that's done, I'm going to start doing this side to see how long the battery is going to last and if it'll actually do it and fill this tire. So again, the size of the tire is 37 by 13 and a half by 22. We'll see if it'll do it. 12 minutes in and the battery has died at 38 psi. Alright, so I know it's asking a lot for this to be able to do that. You know, at this point, to get to 38 psi, I'd have to have 4 batteries for each, basically a battery for each tire to refill each one of these tires. So, I mean, it is impressive that it got it up to 38 psi, but the battery did not last. The only thing that I wish they also had on here is a way to hook up a cigarette lighter or a 12 volt basically plug in. I mean, this thing's stupid hot right now. Like, I can't even put my hand on it right now. So, alright, let me replace the battery. Let's see if we get to 55. Alright, so I got fully charged 4.0 extended pack and I'm ready to go again. At this point, I actually smell it almost. It is extremely hot. Like, I can't even touch it. Alright, so at 50 psi, I'm starting to hear a lot of surging. And now I can definitely smell the pump already. Let's keep pushing it. 30 or 27, 39. Right as it happened, it's flashing overheated. Now it's not 55 psi. I don't think it has reached target. And also the battery indicator is showing low. It's so hot, I could feel the heat off of it, like all the way over here. This thing is definitely getting, even this is like on fire. 190, 200 degrees. Above 200. So 28 minutes this thing hit 200 degrees. 57. So I'm at 57. Alright, so the bottom line is, I know I was asking a lot of it to do. It definitely heated up way too quick. So I guess this thing is literally good for exactly what they include in the back here for filling up your bike tires and maybe some floaters for the pool and also a ball. It's great for, you have a lawnmower with a flat tire, a ride-on mower with a flat tire that you got to fill up the tire on, and that's probably going to do perfect on location where you could take it with you, but definitely is not going to be an onboard air system or being able to fill up your tires. And I feel like $80 for something like this, it's a little bit a lot. You could definitely find cheaper options that are going to plug into your cigarette lighter and probably give you a lot more bang for your buck. Now, I guess I wasn't expecting this to be the solution to onboard air or having air tank on your truck or off-road rig or whatever, but I thought I would test it out for shits and giggles, see what it pulls off to, and I mean, a 37 by 13 and a half is a pretty decent test for it. So even if you have to fill your pool balls or whatever the fuck you're filling this with, but as far as filling tires, I think 80 bucks just for that, I don't think it's worth it. Top off a tire, I don't think it's worth 80 bucks. I'm sorry, Milwaukee, but I'm gonna have to say that For me, at least, this is a definite bust. If you guys like the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll have more reviews like this coming up on new stuff that I find interesting. Thanks for watching. Later.